Okay, the World Cup is literally happening right now. France needs Mbappe. The whole country is counting on him. And this man is on a yacht in Ibiza, kissing a Netflix actress, in a swimsuit, not a care in the world. Real Madrid fans lost their minds. French fans lost their minds. The Spanish press went absolutely crazy. But here's what nobody is actually talking about. Who is this woman? Because she is not some random girl, not even close. Her name is Esther Exposito. She's 26, born and raised in Madrid, and in Europe right now, she is huge. Like 24 million Instagram followers huge. Saint Laurent campaign's huge. She won a Best Actress award at 13 years old. 13 for theater. But the moment that changed everything for her was 2018, when Netflix cast her in a show called Elite. If you haven't seen Elite, imagine Gossip Girl, but Spanish, darker, sexier, and with actual consequences. Esther played Carla, this rich, ice-cold, emotionally complicated girl who everyone either feared or wanted to be. The show blew up worldwide, and Esther went from Spanish TV actress to international star almost overnight. She's been on red carpets in Milan, Paris, LA. She's not chasing fame, she already has it. So when this woman starts showing up at Real Madrid games in the VIP section, people notice. Now, here's how this whole thing unfolded, and it's been going on longer than most people realize. It starts in early 2026. Mbappe and Esther are photographed together in Paris. No big deal yet. Could be friends, right? Then they're spotted again in Sardinia. Same luxury hotel, same yacht, same vibe. While Mbappe was supposedly recovering from a hamstring injury. Recovering, sure. Then in May, the photos that broke everything came out. Ibiza, a yacht, jet skis, walking barefoot on the beach, and yes, kissing. Mbappe showed up in a black cap and sunglasses trying to be incognito. Bro, you're 6 feet tall, you're Kylian Mbappe, and you're on a yacht in Ibiza. There is no incognito. And the timing? These photos dropped days before the World Cup started. That's when the internet actually exploded. Real Madrid fans were furious. And honestly, you get it. This is a guy they paid hundreds of millions for, who's supposed to be the face of the club, the next Ballon d'Or winner. And he's on vacation with an actress right before the biggest tournament of his life? Some fans called it disrespectful. Some said it proved he wasn't serious. The Spanish press ran with it for weeks. But then, and this is my favorite part, a journalist asked Pep Guardiola about it at a press conference. Pep Guardiola, the most serious man in football. And when Mbappe's name came up alongside Esther's, Pep just smiled. That's it, just smiled and moved on. That smile said more than any headline could. Even after all that backlash, Esther showed up to the Real Madrid versus Atletico Madrid derby, not in the regular stands, in the VIP section, where you only sit if someone inside the club brought you there. What's actually interesting about this whole story is what it says about both of them. Mbappe has always been insanely private about his personal life, like weirdly private for someone that famous. We barely knew anything about his relationships before this. And Esther, despite being one of the most followed actresses in Europe, keeps her personal life pretty locked down too. Neither of them has posted the other on Instagram. Neither has officially said a word. They're both at a level of fame where one post together would break the internet, and they know it, so they're choosing not to. Which somehow makes the whole thing even more interesting. And now, here we are. The World Cup is live. France is in the tournament. Mbappe is on the pitch. And everyone is watching, not just for the goals, but for the cameras to find Esther in the stands. Will she be there? Will he score and look up at her? Will they finally go public during the biggest sporting event on the planet? I don't know. Nobody knows. But what I do know is this. Two of the most famous young people in Europe, both at the absolute peak of their careers, somehow found each other. And whether this lasts a month or a lifetime, it's already one of the most fascinating off-pitch stories of this entire World Cup. So, was the Ibiza trip a mistake? Or do people need to relax and let the man live his life? Drop it in the comments. I genuinely want to know what you think. Like and subscribe if you want more of this. Football, the lifestyle, the drama, all of it. I'll see you in the next one. Here it is, combined into one text. Kylian Mbappe has been one of the standout players at the 2026 World Cup. The French star, now 27, scored 4 goals in the first 2 group games alone. A brace against Iraq in Philadelphia, which brought him to his 61st international goal, plus an earlier brace against Senegal. With that tally, Mbappe reached 16 World Cup goals, tying Miroslav Klose and becoming the second highest men's goal scorer in World Cup history behind Messi, who has 18. He also became just the 4th man to score multiple goals in 3 or more consecutive World Cup appearances, joining elite company. What's even more notable is that 2 of his last 3 World Cup goals have come from outside the penalty area. He's no longer just a poacher inside the box. He's becoming a threat from distance too. Along the way, he also earned his 100th cap for France, becoming the youngest man to reach that mark at 27 years and 184 days. Even before the tournament, Mbappe had already passed Olivier Giroud to become France's all-time leading scorer with his goal against Senegal in the opener. In France's final group match against Norway, Mbappe didn't score himself, but Ousmane Dembélé scored a first-half hat-trick to lead France to a 4-1 win, sending the team through as group winners. With this explosive start, comparisons between Mbappe, Messi, and Haaland for the Golden Boot are heating up, and many see Mbappe as one of France's biggest hopes to defend their title, a team he already helped win it all in 2018, and immortalized himself in with a hat-trick in the 2022 final. At this World Cup, Mbappe has played more like a quiet captain than just a goal scorer. Having broken through as a teenager to win it all in 2018 and cementing his legend with a hat trick in the 2022 final, he's brought even more experience to this tournament. By scoring in the opening match against Senegal, he passed Olivier Giroud to become France's all-time top scorer, a genuinely impressive record for a 27-year-old. Statistically, he now sits with 16 goals as the second highest men's World Cup scorer in history, behind only Messi. And his race with Messi and Haaland for the Golden Boot has become one of the tournament's most compelling storylines. With this momentum, France has real hope he can carry the team to the final, and maybe another title.